Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Let's Talk, the series where
Beetlejuice!
You're right.
this is your spooky neighborhood Birdman, and today we're talking Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. Lydia Deetz, the protagonist from the first film, is capitalizing on her ability to see and commune with ghosts in the form of a ghost hunter-like TV show. During one of the tapings of her show, she randomly starts seeing the specter from the original movie and nearly has a panic attack. She then receives a call informing her that her father has been killed in a plane crash, so she and her stepmother head to the old house for her father's wake when her daughter, who doesn't believe she can see ghosts, gets tied up in a sinister plot that may just cost her soul. So, a sequel to a 36-year-old cult classic, huh? This movie had so much that could go wrong, and some did, but I had a pretty good time with this thing for most of the runtime. Strangely enough, the best part of this movie is Catherine O'Hara, who plays Lydia's stepmother and is reprising her role from the first movie. Every scene with her is absolutely hilarious, and she had my theater in stitches. Winona Ryder is also great in this, and this might be strange to say, but she has aged so well. To prepare for this film, I rewatched the original, and it's like she's barely aged, and I'm honestly happy to see she's been able to turn her career around with Stranger Things and now this movie. Good for her. The look and feel of this film is absolutely incredible. For a film released in early September, it is absolutely October in this mofo. This is my favorite time of the year, and this aesthetic is simply sublime. The saturated greens and purples and blues of the underworld contrast nicely against the blacks and orange hues of the real world around Halloween time. This will absolutely be one of those cozy fall movies you watch in preparation for Halloween, like Hocus Pocus or Halloween Town. I think the set designers captured the look and feel of the original film, but enhanced it in ways that really work for the visual storytelling. Tim Burton's creative and original vision for the underworld is far more fleshed out here, where you're shown how the dead are coping with their demise and how some of them are just unliving. And these were some of my favorite moments simply due to the set design, makeup, and costumes. The titular character, played by Michael Keaton, is somewhat of a mixed bag. Keaton is great as always, completely channeling the character he popularized nearly 40 years ago. He's extremely funny, his humor is still as blue as ever, and when he's on screen, the movie is flowing. However, he had less screen time than I would have liked, and due to Keaton's age, I think the Juice is a little less athletic than he was in the first movie. There is a side plot involving how he originally died, which I was very happy to see, and who was responsible for his death. But the problem is, this is treated like a big part of the film, and basically nothing happens or develops from this side plot, almost as if it was a tacked-on idea at the last minute to increase the film's runtime. And that's where the newcomers to the series bogged down the film's plot. Jenna Ortega plays Lydia's estranged daughter Astrid in a bit of wonderful physical casting. Whoever cast her to play Lydia's daughter absolutely cooked, because she looks the part. The issue I have is Astrid's characterization. How many times have you seen the child being a dick to their parents only to go through a harrowing event that brings them closer? Yeah, it's as cliche as it gets here, and frankly, I find this trope incredibly annoying and grating. I really don't like seeing smart-aleck children treat their parents like shit, especially when it's due to something out of their control, and the parent is an absolute sweetheart like Lydia Deetz. I just don't find that shit believable. Further, Astrid's story is something I saw coming from a mile away, and I think that lack of subtlety does the film a disservice. It is the plot, as Astrid serves as the film's co-protagonist, and like Beetlejuice's own arc in this film, the resolution just falls flat and sort of ends with no real conflict or sense of stakes. Willem Dafoe's character is fun and funny, but he's also just sort of there, an element that could have been cut from this film and you'd have lost nothing. In the end, I found this film very entertaining and fun, and that's what's most important. Catherine O'Hara was easily my favorite actor in the movie, and she steals every scene she's in. Winona and Keaton bring the energy and fun from the first film, and you'd have thought they'd been making sequels for the past 40 years with how easily they slip back into character. The atmosphere of the film is great, and I think Spooky Month fans like myself will easily put this film in their Halloween movie rotation. Heck, I'd be surprised if Universal Studios doesn't have a Beetlejuice attraction at this year's horror Nights. The issues of this film, while not big enough to outweigh the good, are still very apparent, and I think some elements could and should have been rewritten at best or cut at worst. The side plots in this film are a bit unfocused and seem to go nowhere, and I'm seriously annoyed by the asshole daughter trope. But all of that said, it wasn't enough to ruin the movie for me, and I'm going to recommend this film for most audiences. I think fans of the franchise will have a great time, even if they are left wanting for more Beetlejuice shenanigans. B-.